How's it going, YouTube? Dr. V here today, bringing you our Week 6 matchup or team builder for the Pokemon Masters Cup. Now, last week, if you watched the battle, we got thoroughly dropped on our neck by Kingdra and the Kansas City Kingdras, and that was not fun. As a result, most of the mons that we've had on the team are still in recovery and will not be joining us this week, so I had to call upon some replacements for them. So for this week, we have, starting off the team, we have Electro the Rotom Heat. Now he's rocking the Rocky helmet and with Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Will-O-Wisp, and Overheat. Now Misty has a pretty decent weakness to Ice, and Will-O-Wisp cripples a lot of her physical attackers, so it might come in handy. Then Thunderbolt and Overheat are standards on this. Not really too worried about switching in and out with this. It's meant to take hits, so I think it could do some pretty good job here. So we're going with a bold nature with 126 in HP, 252 in defense, and 130 in special attack. That allows it just enough attack to take on some of her mons that might give us some trouble, but yeah, that's Electro the Rotom Heat. Next up, we have Mira the Seismitoad. Now, Jiraya's not joining us, even though he didn't come last week, just because he's been acting up, so he's on the bench for the rest of the season. He is no longer coming with us. So Mira is rocking Leftovers with Water Absorb, Earth Power, Scald, Stealth Rock, and Drain Punch. I really want to get Stealth Rock up before she Mega Evolves her Charizard. She also has the Noivern, which often have the Focus Sash on them since they can't really take a hit. But Stealth Rock will do a pretty decent amount of damage to some of her mons, and I think it's a good thing to go with for this week. So yeah, it's going to be 100 in HP, 252 in defense, and 156 in special attack, and it's going to be a relaxed nature. Now, I was thinking of going with Poison Touch this week over the Water Absorb, but this thing really walls Azumarill, and Azumarill walls this thing back, but eventually with a Scald we'll probably get a burn on the Azumarill, so which would be a huge thing to get a burn on her. Azumarill, like, it's pretty much useless after that, so yeah, this thing is there for the Azumarill and to set up rocks pretty much. Next up, we have Darkseed, the Diggersby. Now, he's rocking the Life Orb with huge power, Earthquake, Quick Attack, Return, and I'm actually going to switch this. I'm not going to go with Swords Dance. I was going to go with Swords Dance just to have a setup move on him, but I am actually going with Knockoff instead. From her last battle, she seemed to really want to put on hazards, so just in case that she does get some hazards on us, that way I can remove them, and yeah, I can remove them or bounce them back with Espeon and Togekiss, but even that way I won't have to waste a turn setting up and allow the poison or whatever she puts on to take some more damage, especially since we're going with Life Orb. But yeah, Earthquake, Quick Attack, Return, Knockoff. It hits a lot of things on her team really hard, and I think Diggersby is going to be probably just as important as Weavile this week, so we'll see what ends up happening here. But yeah, next up we have Vision the Espeon. Now, he's rocking Leftovers, Magic Bounce, Wish, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, and Psyshock. So I don't remember what she put for Greninja last time, but I know that lots of people go with a special attacking Greninja with hazards. Or no, actually I guess Shadow Sneak's a pretty common thing with Greninja, so but I'm pretty sure we can take one Shadow Sneak at least, and a Dazzling Gleam will take out that Greninja, So yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, we're going Wish, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, Psyshock, 130 in special attack, 126 special defense, and 252 speed with the timid nature. So that should come in pretty handy for us. I haven't done really well with Espeon this season so far, so I want to try and get him on the right path. Next up, we have Lowkey the Togekiss. He's going with Leftover, Serene Grace, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Defog, and Roost. I don't know. Like, this thing is more just to get rid of hazards and counters, so I think I'm just gonna go with Ancient Power. Ancient Power hits lots of Hermons, so I think that it'll be good for us to keep it there. But not calm, modest. Apparently I messed the setup, but yeah. Defog is there to get rid of hazards. I really don't want Weavile taking extra damage. You'll see here in just a second why I don't want him taking more damage than necessary. But yeah, it's going to be 56 in HP, 200 in special attack, and 252 in special defense with a modest nature. That should allow it to eat up a decent amount of hits. It's base 80 speed, so it outspeeds some things on her team, but not a lot, especially if they're max speed. So we'll see how this does in here. Alright, and last but not least, we have Citrine the Weavile, the only one returning to us from last week. So this week I actually am going with a Choice Scarf Pickpocket set. Just in case she wants to go with a knockoff with her Drapion, I can switch in Weavile, take the knockoff pretty decently, and I can hit her with knockoff or Poison Jab and it'll take out most of her mons. But I'm going with Icicle Crash, knockoff, Ice Shard, and Poison Jab. And I actually am going Adamant Nature since he is Scarfed with 252 attack, 4 in special defense, and 125 in speed. The only thing on her team that will possibly outspeed after, even if they're Scarfed, is the Greninja, so I feel like going Adamant is fine with this set. There's no need to get any more speed investment here. That's fine as it is. But yeah, that's our team for this week. I think it's really well set up, and I think that it's going to play to our strengths of just wearing the team down with Electro, Mira, and Lowkey. Then having either any of the 3 main attackers that we have on the team just come in and sweep at the end. So yeah, it's a risky team, definitely. I'm not a fan of going with Choice Scarf. I think if I wasn't afraid of her going with Choice Scarf, like Electivire or something, just to get a Brick Break off, I would probably go Choice Banded. Choice Banded Icicle Crash will pretty much take out any of her mons if they're less than 80%. So, but no, we're going with the Choice Scarf for this week. So yeah, that's our team this week, and hopefully we can bounce back from our loss last week. So yeah, until next time.